I know that feeling. I know that feeling well. uh, okay. Yeah, that's a daunting task, always. Okay, so I've had the Stardust for what, 2 days, and I've played with it for approximately 10 minutes. So this is going to be a bit of a learning experience as well. I was like, hey, let's do some Frippertronics. And how do we do that? I suppose the first thing one would want to do would be to think about an input source. General sound, like what do you want? I think for sort of well, not really ease of use necessarily, but the massive flexibility, I think I'm going to go with Melodicer, but I'm going to turn off the dice button or the looping buttons and just let them and just pick individual notes out essentially on the Melodicer. Here, let me do a thing. There. Now you can actually sort of see the Melodizer's bonus. But not me unless I stick my head way forward like a weirdo. Okay, so sound source. You'll get the all right. Let's go with well, either way, I'm going to have to use ginormous cables to get all the way over to the Stardust. I may put that at a different place in the rack, honestly. As it's a little far from everything. It'd be better if it was just like right here, because then at least you can manipulate it and stuff. So, I don't know. I know at some point the ZDSP is going away, but I don't want to do it yet unless. Man, I'm going to have to look. That might actually fit up there. I think it's too small. That space is too small. This guy's like stupid HP. Let's go from a chainsaw for now. Okay, so if we put this on, yeah, hi. So there's sort of our bass sound, okay, but of course, we need to. I should have thought of this when I put giant cables up there because it's really not necessary. We absolutely need some sort of filter. And I think, actually, you know what? Let's go through the super flexible filter here, which is the supercritical neutron, because that we can manipulate a lot. Jason. Okay, so basically what I want to do then is go need one more super long cable to send to the volt per octave way up yonder. Doink. Okay, then we need two things. We need a gate out, a gate. I want to put this on a different shape. More of a swell. Oh, I'm already in D's. What? Dude, I just want to like B0. There, B0. That's good. Just a rise fall. Super basic. Okay. And then we'll put this in the FM. Put this guy on a longer clock cycle here. Delay, that is. Okay. And then the other thing is, let's slow that down. So we're going to go pure Frippertronics, Okay. Now, if you've never heard Frippertronics before, um, look at an album called "Let the Power Fall" by Robert Fripp. Okay. It's all done with basically a really big tape loop, two tape recorders, and then that loop is actually strung between both of the tape recorders. So however long that loop is, however far apart those two machines are, that's kind of like the delay you get. But the thing is, one of them's doing record and one of them's doing playback. So as you go, your stuff gets recorded, but then it starts to fade away after however many repetitions there are. Okay. And so he just builds up like single note things, and then they start harmonizing, and then they become this big thing, and it's really neat. So I'm gonna experiment and see what we can do here. That needs to be a lot longer. How about that to start with? Then let's turn this up. Do it. All right, I'm gonna go without any sea legs right now. Bro, why are you like, what are you doing here? Why are you spazzing out when you're not even activated doing anything? What are you doing? Bro. 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 Usually that happens when it's like overloaded. It was just feeding back to itself when it didn't have an input signal. That makes sense. Okay, so now we hit record. Turn up rest. Let's see what we get. Let's go about that long. Okay, now start is like so. That guy is like so. Now there is also a built-in reverb and effect and stuff in here. So this is for the reverb. We're going to turn the decay time. Mix way up. And then we'll turn the mix here all the way up. Now all of a sudden we have nothing. Huh? Why is it like, it's very quiet. I mean, it's extremely quiet, and there's no reason for that. We can give it +6. It's just way too quiet. I hate that shit. Really, really hate that. I had the same issues with the Lupa. Exact same stuff. Just like, oh, everything is super quiet that comes out. And if you turn the levels up in the input to make a better signal, then it just overloads and distorts. Just like couldn't get a good sounding recording ever. And it was super, super annoying. Let's do this. We'll just give it an extra chunk of volume. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. Okay, now we take the octave and we raise it. Put like a G on there. And then we leave the record button. playing a G. It says you're playing a G, but it's still a C. How? Why? Why? Who? Okay, I'm gonna turn this off record right now. Yeah, it's still just a C. What? What? This guy is going to the volt per octave. And it's a volt per octave. And what? So now it should be like, yeah, there it is. So that should just be in the loop now, doing its thing. There it is. Turn up the input level on this just a little bit, but when you start turning it past noon, then it starts to get tape saturation and stuff. You can hear it. Also, let's slow the clock way down so we can just kind of like sort of tempo this whole thing. Yeah, that's gonna help. This needs to be way longer. So that should all be in the recording right now. Hey, thanks, man. That's it. Add a little bit of hiss, and then wow and flutter and stuff. There we go. Let all that enter the looposphere here. You notice that the bass drones from the beginning have completely died away. They're absolutely gone right now. So every once in a while, it's like you got to replace the bass. That's a acid rain chainsaw for everything right now. And I'm just quickly swapping notes on the melodizer. Fading in filter. Chainsaw is a font of deliciousness. Let's swoop it to square, though. want some more chord tones here, kind of quicker, like. Crackles and pops in there are pretty awesome, actually, I gotta say. Hey, Lemon. Hey, Matt. Okay, this one's cool. This is cool. It's a good place to start. Let's just erase and start fresh. And this guy's gonna get turned down. I have the reverb on here too, and I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued because I always do like a good reverb. I mean, you know, who don't? Know what I mean? Now, you know, I really, really like. I think instead, though, I'm going to run this through the ZDSP with the big, chonky reverb algorithm going on it. And then, in fact, probably, yeah, crank up the input gain, like, all the way. Okay, we're going to use the Cathedral. I think that should probably. All right, now, so your first loop that you record on the Stardust sort of dictates the length of the whole thing. Last time it was pretty long. I think it was like over a minute, probably closer to 2 or 3. No, probably not that long. No, it was probably more like maybe a minute. I'm gonna try to kind of go shorter this time, and maybe use like faster notes sort of thing. But we need to be able to hear it. It would be useful. Hey, Chris. All right, let's record that. Good enough. You're distorting the inputs of the reverb. Okay, well that's good. Now the loop itself is just this, right? But I do need to have a little bit of the wet signal on there so I can hear what's going on. Now we can just record another little chunk. It's like a swung rhythm. It's really cool. Okay, now I have a question. In the Frippertronics mode, is there a way to... Frippertronics loop mode decreases the old loop amplitude each time it adds a new recording. So if I just let it sit right now... Oh, because it is adding a new recording because I have the record button on. So if I turn that off... will it not die out? Will it just stay the exact same level, you know, the whole time? I think it will.
I think. I don't know. We will soon find out.
It doesn't seem to me like it's decaying right now, which is a good thing. So maybe more judicious use of the record button rather than just tromping it down and leaving it on might be a wise thing. Okay, so what do we got right now? There's the start of the new loop. And the old stuff is almost completely gone, which is interesting. So if we pick like one note, like I was doing before, and like here, record a quick succession. nice. A little gritty. I really dig that. That's that the tape emulation stuff that's in there. Little bit of crunch. Everyone could use a little bit of crunch. Turn flutter way up. And we've made a Boards of Canada song. Actually, it would have to be filtered first. Narrow down the frequency range. Let's do a little warp core action here. And we'll change our filter type too. Oui. Nice. So that's the raw signal right there. You know what would be really cool with this is to use it as an effect send.
Talk about your crazy long delay times.
That would actually be really cool. Now I'm thinking about it. Hey, we could get some more reverb on there. Oh, well, what you really want then is the Niflheim. See, it's a little much. I could put the shimmer card in there. I mean, you know. Where are my cards at? I see them. So I left the recording button on, and you notice that like pretty much everything else has died away. Goodbye, confused reverb. You're very confused now. Insert cartridge. What is this anyways? This is the Hydra. It's like a multi-tap delay. How about that? Okay, but see, the thing is, now we need to boost it up, so let's put it through Aurora after that. Yo, dog. I heard you like reverbs. So we put a reverb in yo reverb so you can reverb while you reverb, and then you reverb, and then maybe we reverb again. Because Sea Legs is over there being unused and feeling neglected, and that poor, poor bastard. Alright, let's put this guy just on a nice long... Ooh, actually, we can apply a little bit of modulation to the tail, too, which would be really cool. Okay, right now it's dying out, and I'm actually going to start a new one here, so... Let's go clear Oh, we could also enable the internal reverb on the Stardust. But honestly, now we're getting ridiculous. But the shimmer is supplying just a nice, like here, I'll just put it on a quick sequence just for shits. So that's what the shimmer is doing. And actually, maybe we could dial in a different one. Dual shimmer? No, I don't want dual. Triple shimmer? No. Quad shimmer? What? Actually, I don't even know what that sounds like at this point. Oh, Jesus. It's down a fifth and an octave, and it's up a fifth, I think. Now, a little less decay time. Ha! Ha! Okay, that's cool. Not for me, though. Oh, Lord! I think of the fast shimmer, the first one. Just do the octave. Okay, and then we go Aurora, and we blow it all out. Okay, we're gonna keep that length, but I'm gonna turn the mix down a good chunk. Okay, now what do we put into this? That's the question. And what kind of a weird loop thing do we want to do? I've also thought about a couple of other weird ideas to just sort of add to this and make like a mood, you know? Make a vibe. Because, you know, sometimes you need the vibe. Speaking of which, let's get our friend the Arbar set up and ready to go. Because I'm thinking what we should do is maybe start up a little blobber and then just dump it into the R-bar and be like, here you go, bro. Process that. Okay, this is all too green right now, and I apologize. I apologize for the monochromatic patching. Well, it's because I only had one voice up until now, so... Anyways... And then this guy really likes... Actually, he likes any filter with a good amount of input gain. And right now, I mean, I always go to the Ikari because it just sounds fucking great with this. The Ikari and the R-bar are like a match made in heaven. The MASH theme? What? What? You mean... I had to do that from memory. That last part. I was like, wait, how does this go? I have a Rhodes behind me, see, and sometimes you just gotta go, hey, let's play Rhodes. Because it's a Rhodes. Okay, so let's think about when we want to go into the loop thing first. And then I want to experiment a little bit too with speeds. So like, for example, can I record something, slow it down, record something else over the top of it at a different speed? Okay, so let's pick a key. Let's go major. Yeah, we'll just keep it in C for now. Okay, so if we're just hanging out here in the mids, and then we just go like, there, good enough. Rest this. And now we take the Varispeed and we go. I don't know when it's in tune. Okay, so these two blue lights popped on. We have two green lights. Now we're down, I think, an octave, and it's slower. So now, if I put this guy up, yeah, C to F would be beautiful. That's a good idea. Okay, now if we go back, we should start to hear the loop popping in now, right? Where you at? There you are. Yeah. So it keeps all of the relative like pitch levels that you recorded it at as it does the Varispeed. As it should. If you're going to behave like a tape, that's exactly what a tape would do. So that's cool. Okay. Let's take this. We'll dump this into the R bar. We're going to blow this guy out with some massive internal reverb. With a little bit of modulation, the modulation. How about a slot? Sure, why not? That's a little bit strong. Let's put it in this guy here. We'll just change it because it's going into the volt per octave, so it's like overreacting, you know. Let's change our oscillator timbre a little bit, and then let's change some notes. I want two notes. I want just two notes in like eighth notes here. So let's see what we got. Should be hearing it. Oh, rest is up. Oh, that's right. I have this turned way down. We're gonna boost this up the octave. Oh no. There we are. Back to the beginning. bastard. We need a bass. Absolutely crucial. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm going to use a Weston channel because unlike all of my other nice happy analog oscillators, it has a sub out. That makes me happy. So this is going to be our main sine, or saw. Pardon me for a minute while I tune this. There it is. Give it a little bit of a slow LFO. Very, very little. And then I could just do this and go change notes on the fly. I'm going to do a thing here. Frank, this thing needs to be cleaned up. I'm not a huge fan of the shimmer right now. Okay, now this is a point where I'm going to dump this into the second buffer of the R-bar. You're loud. Why are you so loud, bro? Let's high pass that. Get that sizzle. Okay, now hit record, so we start regenerating or degenerating that loop. rad. The bass is caught in the sea legs. The bass is caught in the sea legs. The bass is still caught in the sea legs. Oh shit. That was fun. It does occur to me that one could just use the regular looping mode instead of the Frippertronics mode. Frippertronics mode is cool because as soon as you hit record, the older loops start degenerating. And they do it pretty quickly, I gotta say. They go by pretty fast. So, you know, that's kind of weird. I guess I always felt like it would take a long time because when I listened back to those records and I mean, I'm very familiar with Frippertronics. More so than the average person, for sure. More so than your average prog rock nerd, also. Because I listened to the hell out of those albums. Let the Power Fall and then Frippinino. They had two albums, and those were cool. Like Evening Star, oh my god, that album's amazing, and it's all just like tape loops and cool stuff. So I kind of want to just try something maybe a little bit more, just like a normal tape loop kind of thing, without the shimmer. I think let's ditch the shimmer because that gets overwhelming real fast. I tell people, like, the only reason I have the ZDSP in here is for the Halls of Valhalla card. Like, seriously, it's amazing. But it is way too big for that. I gotta do that thing, that mod. That would be the one reason to keep the black hole in here. Would be like, hey, put that card in so now you can read the Halls of Valhalla card on it. And then you'd have it always. And then you could free up whatever ungodly amount this is. What are these things? Like 36 HP or something like that? They're really big. Okay. And then maybe we can skip the Aurora for now. And then let's see. How do we want to do this? Well, yeah, you know what? Here's the problem, right? If you build a whole piece around a tape loop, right? The tape loop just keeps going, right? It's just a loop that keeps going. So, could do it with a Rhodes thing and like just play around with like different tape speeds and stuff like that. Make it sound really trippy. Let's try that. Sounds like a good time. Okay. The only thing is I can't talk when I do this because everything is going into this right now. Okay. And as a matter of fact, I might actually get feedback. So here, let's do this. Oh, no, there's the feedback. Okay, so good to know. Yeah, if we have the input signal, then it's going in, out, in, like, instantly. So we have really nasty feedback. Okay, that's fine. I'm not intending on this being like rhythmic or timed or anything. Let's just put it that way. All right. That is way too. That's better. Okay, now I'm going to have to start that a little bit late. I think we keep that in there. So that's the start point. I want it full length. Signal might have been a little bit too hot for it right there, because it's very much overloading something. I don't hate it though. Let's try something. Let's bypass all the reverbs and do the internal one. See how that sounds. The purple control here. This is the amount, and then this is like the decay. And I hear nothing. Why we hear nothing? Pa, why we hear nothing? These. Nothing. There's nothing there. Why? I'm on the purple guy. That's the thing. I got this to work earlier. I don't understand it. Why? What? Is there something with... No? Weird. It just diminishes the signal level? Something funky there. Where's my lights? Where are my lights? Where are my indicator lights? Bro! What are you doing, man? There. What is it doing? It's just like, I'm making pretty lights! I don't hear the other part. It's too low. There, now I hear it. It's just extremely distorted, and I'm really not happy with it at all. bar, making the roads sound like a choir. Liking that. Sean? Alright, kids. I'm gonna let this guy shut down. its own. By just leaving the record button on. Yeah, I'm just about to head out, actually, Immortal Man, sorry. But, yeah, this was fun. This was interesting. Stardust gets a thumbs up. My weird headphone output Rhodes signal, I'm still just suspicious on, and I hate it. But that's beside the point. So the melodicer's on rest. It's not generating any signals, right? So this is just how long it takes for the loop to die out on their own. See, now I hear reverb. I'm gonna have to look into the effects a little bit more, because it seems like the knobs are not behaving as I expect on there. It's a little strange. Like, you turn them up past halfway and then everything just disappears. And I was very puzzled. So... Oh well, yeah, I'm gonna hit the road. And thanks for joining me tonight. As always, take it easy.